Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the long range micro Skyhunter build. So compared to how it was last time, the booms have been glued on. They used cheapo Hobby King contact adhesive and then just a bit of super glue to hold it in place while it glued because, as I presume I explained in the last episode, very hard to locate it properly. I have also installed the motor with the spacers, so it comes with those 4 self tappers in there. So what I basically did is took an arm, used 2 of them, just line it up, and then used the other 2 to do the inside ones, and then moved the outer ones to the inside, and then just these spacers there for the S800. Let me just grab one actually. Okay, so this is the spacers that I used. As I said, the S800. It's a second mount, 4 of these red spacers, and then screws, but 2, 4, 8. It comes with 10 screws. Now I think you either need 8 or 12. The extra 4 being for mounting the second mount to the motor. So I don't know exactly why there's that much, unless possibly because for the S800. I think the S800 on this cross only uses 2, so that might be why. Fair enough. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can see, so they're the screws that come with it. They're the screws I had on hand. Now, as I say, so the first time I did it, I screwed it all up, and I didn't make space for these screw heads behind. That caused a problem of the aluminium was away and ended up getting bent, the cross that came in the kit. So I ended up, and it was just a nightmare to try and get these screws in. It was just bad. So I took it all off, and then I actually drilled out the holes. I can't really show it you. You can see a little bit there where I did that one a bit too big. You can see that I have cut out the hole so that it'll fit all the way down flush. I looked at it and that looks bang straight, more or less, which may or may not be a bad thing. It might have meant to have some downforce, but don't mind. So yes, the motor was in. Other things to report, I have decided to change the receiver. So instead of using the R9 Slim with the 2 antennas, I'm just going to use a R9 Mini with the 1 aerial. I have had this lead made up, which of course needs shrinking, but it's just what was left, had the connector on the end. It's because if you look on the upside down of this, that's the cable for the elevator that goes up this boom. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have cable here to the receiver that's going to be about here, and the antenna coming up here and poke out there. Just a little bit further away from the camera transmitter, which is going to be either up here or in the canopy, depending on how much of the canopy I have to cut up. Now, this is a camera that we're going to be using. So this is the, I'm just going to quickly grab the other one. So this is the VC400 piggyback. It's a little bit expensive, in my opinion, but it is the only one that has more than like 200 milliwatts output. It's a little bit more higher power. Not that you should use that, of course. Yada yada yada, legal stuff. But yeah, here we are. This is what it is. So that will just sit on the front like that. I am going to 3D print the little mount, same as what I did for the 250G. I did order 2 of these, as you can tell, because this is the one that was unwrapped, only the one was wrapped up. The idea being that it would match with the co-pilots that I bought. But one of the co-pilots is going to be used with a different on-screen display in what's basically a Bixler at some point, so we'll see. But yeah, so this is all that sort of happened so far. There wasn't much doing in this episode. Now, you might be asking why I spaced the motor out. 2 reasons. One, better clearance because it's quite a thin motor between the prop and this, both for noise reasons and for it getting caught and cracking and things like that. And also, I am putting quite a heavy battery in the front, so if I can move weight that has to be on the plane anyway further back, then that's good. So that's what I am doing. So what am I going to be doing next? I'll put stickers on as well. I'm not sure I mentioned that. On my original one, I actually cut these stickers and had them, because I think stickers should be read from the back. Mostly, the reason why I say that is mostly because I have 3D planes, and when it's sort of set in front of you hovering or rolling, you want to read the writing, it not be upside down. But on this, I just stuck it on. It's just to make it look a little bit neater. But yeah, so all we've got in here at the minute is elevator and ailerons. Ailerons are wilded up. Excuse me. So yeah, what to do next? Fit the battery, probably. Get the battery fitted in. Although at the same time, I don't know where it's going to be, so I'm probably going to leave that until last. Probably actually the next best thing for me to do is work out this wiring length and set up our receiver, because we need to put the right firmware on it and bind it. And then we can install it somewhere on the wing. Because then that's more or less all of it, other than the speed controller. Because I'm just thinking for CFG reasons, because if I don't have to cut the canopy because the battery goes so far back, then I won't cut it. But no, receiver, and then the actual flight control I think will be next. But thanks for watching, like and subscribe and stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.